Jesus, 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 Jesus.
That's a bit of all right, isn't it? It's Pantera and Walk at Sonisphere Radio 87.9 FM across the site at Nebworth the entire weekend, bringing the sights, the sounds, and the smells of Sonisphere. It is Scratchy Sniff Radio here at Sonisphere Radio. And if you want to send in your requests, hey, knock yourself out on 87711. Send the word radio and the rest of your message, whether it's a song or a request or quite possibly abuse, saying just how crap this radio show is. Knock yourself out. And you know, not many radio programs. In fact, I don't think there is a radio program in the history of mankind that actually has interviewed Jesus.
We transcend spirituality.
No, he doesn't.
Well, Jesus.
Well, I mean, first of all, Jesus himself existed. Okay. He himself existed as proof. Here, standing here with his Carling Strongbow Phosphorus, very nice. And what are those crisps? What are they called? Pringles.
Yeah, something like that.
So this is your cross that you have to bear of Foster's tins, Carlsberg tins, and Pringles tins.
Well, it took about half a day.
How did that go? Right. So I think this is really a case of an instant radio competition. What would Jesus do? See, we have Jesus in the studio. No, that's the thing, because that is sort of the constantly.
Is this calling? Should we get a calling going?
No, we don't have a caller.
Oh.
But we will be the callers.
Okay.
Just imagine that there are people calling at this point. And how it works is that when people are faced with a moral dilemma, the thing that basically decides which way they go is they ask themselves, what would Jesus do? So let's say you're married, happily married for 35 years, and all of a sudden a lingerie model goes, ooh, I want you. And then you'd stand there on the foot of the bed and you would say, what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do in that circumstance?
Well, okay. There's many things. You drink a few beers.
He's already had a few beers. He's had a few beers. There it is. He's married for, what did I say, 35 years?
45.
Well, that's probably a bit too old, because if he's married for 45 years, he's probably going, I just want to go to bed and sit in a comfortable chair. So let's say he's married for 10 years, for argument's sake. Here he is. He married young. He was 20 years old, and now he's 30. Been married for 10 years, and all of a sudden, the super hot lingerie model from the Victoria's Secret catalog comes out, and he's standing there thinking, should I or shouldn't I? Because I've got this beautiful wife that is the mother of my children, the whole bit. I've known her for 10 years. I'm with her, or should I go to lingerie? So he's faced with that dilemma. He's going, at that point in time, he needs guidance.
Well,
he goes,
you know
what would Jesus do?
If we look at this Jesus bearing a beer cross, I would say go get the Durex.
Hey! What? You know what it is? How many times have I told you not to put words in Jesus' mouth? How many times? How many times? Right. So Jesus, what would Jesus do in that circumstance? You're 30 years old, you've been married for 10 years, you got 2 kids, a mortgage and the whole bit, but then a super hot lingerie model from Victoria's Secret is going, you know what I mean? And she goes, and you're standing there at the edge of the bed, basically on the precipice. And then you got to ask yourself, what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do?
Jesus would go get the wife.
That's not answer. But that's okay. Hey, you know, Jesus was never afraid to be unpopular. He was willing to stand up and say, you know what it is? Leave that lingerie model on the bed and go home to the world.
Oh, and look what happened to him. He got nailed to the cross.
That's a very good point. Right. Second scenario. Let's say you're an animal lover. You absolutely adore animals. Are you an animal lover, dude? Oh, which way? I was thinking only the holy way. Do you think Jesus will be thinking which way?
I don't think this is Jesus.
I think this is Lucifer himself.
We bring up the word animal, and he goes, "Oh, what are you?" Is this in a sexual context or a general context? Yeah, okay. I don't think you're Jesus. That's what I'm thinking.
Did you check his credentials on the way in?
He showed me his passport in passing. It was dark. That's all I can. He sort of flashed his wristband and said, "Look, I'm Jesus. I want to come in."
Yeah, the Jesus wristband.
So I think this, what would Jesus do, is basically leading us down to the moral path to sin and hell.
No sin, no sin.
No sin.
No sin. We just want followers.
You want followers. Kind of like Jim Jones. Are you aware of a dude by the name of Jim Jones? I think he went to French Guiana in South America and basically convinced people to drink a lot of Kool-Aid with cyanide in it. Are you aware of that dude? Yeah.